You were just
You're like, I'm down.
I'm like, hey, you know what? I've said no. You probably know, like, you say no to a lot of things, and it's like I found in my life now, it's like yes to more opportunities. Like, you never know. You meet cool people and new things. Like,
I'm actually reading The Year of Yes right now.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, an artist, and I have a strong vision for what I want, which ends up being coming across sometimes in the past being controlling. And controlling is really like, saying no to people and no to things because it doesn't fall in line with what you think something should be. But I found as I've gotten further in entertainment and all these things, is I've found you actually don't know as much as you think, and being open and learning more, and it gets you further if you're more open to things. So
When you're saying no, you're limiting yourself to what may be possible. I would say my experience with that is I've been to a point where I'm like saying yes to a lot more. Just being completely open and
going up to strangers is a lot like them saying yes to it. Like saying yes to like them wanting to experience it. Some people you go up to, and there's almost like they prevent themselves from experiencing. They prevent themselves from giving their time. Like I was actually in a position where like I went up to a lot of strangers, and I would get a lot of different no's.
you have a vision. It's good to be open, but still have a vision for what you want and not compromise. It has to like make sense with what you really want. But being open, to new people, I feel like I found this personally, like as an artist and as a person, being home, staying in your comfort zone doesn't do anything. And there might be a part of you that's like, yeah, maybe I should try.
But if you're not like, yes, I want to do that.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
It's kind of like you knowing that you don't have to spread yourself thin and do little things because the big things are coming.
9 times out of 10, you don't move forward by staying in a box at home talking to no one. You have to like go out and meet people and talk, and that's like important.
The power of saying yes, and also knowing what you want, as you said, and being able to know your values and what you want to say yes to. Like finding out like what you care about, finding out what you truly want to spend your time and invest your time towards, and choosing that. Cool. You guys ready to talk to strangers?
Let's do it.
Ready.
Do it. All right, cool.
Pretty much what we want to do is just go around and inspire people for a moment in the day. There's so much negativity, and we just want to be positive.
All right.
So what would you say is like your biggest fear in your life?
But the biggest fear is, I live in Hollywood, seeing the people on the street, a lot of drug issues on the street, and a lot of people out of their minds. So I kind of step back, and I'm like, damn, I'm so fortunate for not being in that position, but I always wonder what the history is, how they got down that road. And I think to myself, do I ever want to be in that position?
Do you feel like there's something that you could do to inspire others to not go down that road?
There's been times where I've reached out, and especially with personal friends, and I feel, you could only do so much to change someone, but at the same time, you try to help them out, but sometimes they go back to those hard ways, and I honestly don't feel I'm that right person to change their lives.
Well, something that I'd like to say is that you have the power to change the world. If you look around and you see everything from the stars on the ground to the buildings, everything's here because someone realized the power they had to create something. It's in little things, like maybe you can't personally take this person, off the street, but maybe you could help them out, or instead of, hey, money, like, hey, do you want me? I'll go to the store and I could buy you like a bag of apples, or have a positive impact. And when you actually see them, and you don't just have awkward, like, you talk to them, hey, where are you from? What's your story? And a lot of times people like that, they end up there because they have no one.
You could be walking down the street and like simply smile at someone and say hello, and you change the whole trajectory of their entire day.
I'm trying to radiating love and just spreading love. That's just me. I see myself as that. I have like a whole wall of affirmation. So I kind of like
vision board.
Yeah, vision board. Like a whole wall of that. Yeah. I do that every morning.
It was so scary to me the first time I did that. Let me look at myself in the mirror and tell myself that I'm powerful and I'm beautiful. And it was so hard to do, and I literally was like afraid, and I think I cried. because we don't believe those things about ourselves for whatever reason. So it's like, am I looking at myself and telling myself a lie? But then the more you do that every single day, you do believe that. You're like, I am powerful, I am beautiful, like, I'm amazing. And then you go out into the world and you're those things. And then you share that with other people and then you make a positive impact. Thanks for your time.
Hola.
I love your dress. Where you from?
Hi there, what's your name?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
When
it's
is it?
not today, it's Friday.
Friday? Tomorrow. What inspires you?
Say this real quick. I want to have a better life. Yeah.
I want to have a better life.
Louder.
I want to have a better life.
I
want
want to
to
have
have
a better life.
How often do you smile to a stranger? How often do you smile to a stranger? A lot. Would you smile to a stranger right now? Next stranger that you see, I want you to smile to them. I want you to be
say
like,
hello.
just be like, after him.
Hello, how are you?
All right, this guy. Yeah.
Just start a conversation.
Yeah. Or yeah, go for it. 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 And then one more. Yeah.
How are you today? Amazing? Amazing grace.
What? How are you feeling after every approach? Actually.
I mean, everybody's been cool, so I don't really feel too bad.
It's almost like, regardless of the reaction that you're going to get, you do it anyways. Because that reaction is almost like a lesson for you in a way. So even though they said no, even though they don't want it, it's like a lesson for you as a person.
Learning to not take the no personal because you don't know why that person's like that.
Exactly.
So, all right.
Actually,
Next person.
ooh, it's good. You're doing good. You're doing well. Nice. There we go. Ooh, I missed that one. Uh-oh. Focus. Next one right here. That one, go. Boom. All right, give a big hug to Tashell real quick. 30-second hug. 30 seconds. Challenge. 30-second hug challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. Done.
So I had the fear of moving to LA with basically no money, nowhere to live, no plan, but I knew I was unhappy with where I was. I was comfortable and I wanted more because I could have been comfortable and I could have chosen to go on with my studies into law school, go into a job, work 80 hours a week, have all this money, and not have a life to do what you love every single day, and now your passion will lead you to it. The things that your family is trying to tell you bring a lot of negativity, but I would say focus on as much positive every single day, like whether it's like reading things and like having affirmations and petitions and listening to videos so that you can negate the negative. And then eventually, like you getting to where you want to be and being happy, it's gonna they're gonna stop with all the negativity.
And I used to live out here like 5-6 years ago, and I was homeless and all that stuff. And then I moved back and was an actor at one point, and that actually motivated me to, go into my own, create my own stuff. It made me a director, it made me a writer.
What was your biggest takeaway from your experience being homeless? Like, what did that teach you?
That it happens, literally, like it just happened. But
I feel like we think how other people see us and what they think about the way we look or how we act and the things that we do.
Yeah.
Or like,
I agree. Being comfortable in your own skin.
Just
the more comfortable in your skin that you are, and the better you feel about yourself when you're walking out that door, the better you're going to walk out, and that confidence is just going to shine within.
Yeah, I think it's really crucial to show
What's your name? Just trying to spread compassion and inspire and motivate the world.
All right, man. So, how long have you been homeless?
Since 18.
Since 18?
That's dark.
You got dark. Well, what stage of your life actually got dark?
My wife pretty good.
So basically, you're and your wife. It was dark. You guys had a blanket, right?
Yeah.
And then you woke up in the morning.
2 blankets.
And then you found 2 blankets.
No, I was using different blankets than her.
Oh, you had a different blanket than her. How do you make money then? How do you make money?
I just asked.
Use that. Have you ever thought about like giving value to another person instead of like asking? Because asking's great.
I give value to everyone.
How do you give value to everyone?
I try to help them.
So right now, what happened is that you actually gave value to us just by allowing us to film you, be on camera, and then just kind of just being super like calm and peaceful. That's value right there, right? Hola. How's your day?
Going all right. This is your backpack because this is my backpack right here. If I see anything up in here missing, y'all gonna feel my beat down right here. Because I saw you when you got up and you got my fucking, you got my coat on. Pull my coat up on. Pull your coat up on. The nigga still. You got my coat on. Give me my coat, man. Take my coat.
Now, I have homeless people that don't like the fact that me and my woman are sober. They try to force us to do drugs, and because we say no, they get upset, and they're like, you know, you wouldn't be feeling the way you were feeling if you were hard.
So is it that people are hooked on drugs and then they become homeless, or they become homeless and then they go to drugs to make them okay with being homeless so that they don't have to think about being homeless?
It's to they think that it's to self-medicate. She would tell you the same thing.
I say both, actually.
Yeah.
Anybody who has depression usually leads to drugs, and drugs can make you lose everything, whether you have stuff or you don't.
But the thing is that we're so afraid to face our shit or whatever's where we're going through, and then that leads to my situation actually being worse than what it is, versus, you know, having the conversation about what's really going on, or like going to talk to someone.
Also, family support is so important.
Yeah, if you don't have that,
anybody who's stuck out here, they're orphans. They don't have, you know, except for him. His family is very supportive and they help us so much.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for his family, I wouldn't have a job. So I'm thankful for that.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if I gave up,
gotta work.
You would probably see me a lot like these other homeless people.
Oh, we were just around the corner because we were sitting down just like this with another guy, and another homeless man comes up asking about the backpack that was sitting there that was apparently his, and then punches him as I'm sitting we're both sitting next to him because he apparently had on his sweater.
Homeless on homeless violence too, man. I had a chunk bitten out of my chest out here.
I had my head busted open the same night he got a chunk bit out of his chest.
So what despite all of those things happening to you, what keeps you strong?
Because I do have children. My children are with my mother, and they're my motivation to get off the streets.
So your kids are your why?
Yeah, they're my big motivation.
Because we would rather somebody, like, even if you don't give us $1, just smile at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, please show kindness and that you somewhat care.
Which is like, I have this bracelet that says here and now. It's like, be present, or like know that like it doesn't take, you don't have to do it. Do you want it? You sure. Let's be positive.
You want that one here?
Thank you. Singer.
Wait, she has to sing for us.
Where you
Wait,
at?
can you beatbox while she sings? Nothing at all.
Nobody's gonna tell me I can. Cause I love those who hate me, and I bet those who try to break me. Cause they don't know about my open me. There's no point being so rude about it.
When you continue with that passion, it's just like driving in within that jail system. How's the water? How's the water?
Thank you, love. Thank you so much.
She literally started rapping.
I missed it.
Yes.
I'll be doing for you.
Okay, can you do it?
Do it, do it.
You can just like freestyle.
Oh no, I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote
when
it?
I was in jail.
Blame me and I refuse to try to break me, cause I don't. You know what ain't easy on the streets? Out here, yeah, everything's packing heat, yeah, but nothing really scares me. I've been out here since I was 13.
It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand, can create hope where once there was only despair.